Hi there, whoever viewer is watching this video. This is for anybody who would acknowledge the Most High, His Son, and circumcise their hearts in keeping His commandments. You may call Him any variant of whatever name. This is for you if you love Him and you want to be pleasing to Him and keep His commandments. I'm going to relate to you a dream I was given, and may the Ruach HaKodesh let you know whatever He needs to, and you may do with it as you judge and see fit. So I saw a multitude of people standing in a line, and it was a staggered line. Like if this was a line, you'd have like where my thumb is right here. They were staggered. It was a multitude of people, and before their feet there were large plates of food, and it's the equivalent of like a big turkey breast and all this wonderful food looking pleasing to the eye. I didn't see any unclean food in it, and the entire multitude of people would puke this black tar goo gunk over the food, and that black tar goo gunk, it was repulsive and disgusting. It would seep into the food. Now each person would either take and eat of the food or pass to another who would eat of the food, or they would do a combination of the two in rinse and repeating. They'd eat, they'd puke the black tar goo gunk up on it, or they'd receive and eat and puke the black tar goo gunk in it, or pass to one another, each doing either eating, passing and eating, or any combination of the two in a rinse and repeat fashion. And they just continue, and the food would never diminish. The food would never diminish, and they would continue puking the black tar goo gunk on it. It would soak into the food. They'd eat, take, pass, so on and so forth. And I then realized that pork is not the only way we can eat unclean. What are we consuming? What are we consuming? What are we giving to one another? What are we refusing to either stop consuming, or what do we continue to puke up and keep eating back in us and puking it up again? What are we refusing to get rid of? We already know that, we know that the bread of life is our Messiah, is the Word, is our Messiah. He's the bread of life, and we are to eat of Him, and we study His Word to do that. And we know that the Father is going to restore to us a clean tongue one day. We also know that the Messiah is coming back for His bride without spot or wrinkle. So, as far as the details now, I'm not given that, how it's going to happen, but are we not taking care and removing the things from our life? We should, because we are taught to make a distinction between the clean and the unclean. We're taught to make a distinction between the two. Now, yes, we have pork. Yes, we have to remove all of that. But what else are we eating of that is unclean? What are we still allowing to defile ourselves? Because I see things online. It's like the first reason, one of the reasons that I stopped getting online before was because all the fighting and bickering that we're doing among brethren. We acknowledge that the Most High is the Most High. You might call Him Yahweh. You might call Him Jehovah. You might call Him Yahweh. Whatever, any variant of that. You're trying to get His name right. The Tetragrammaton, Yudhe Vavhe, and Yehoshua, Yeshua, Yahushua, any variant of that. Yudhe Vav Shin Vav Ayin. You're trying to get it right. So we acknowledge Him, we acknowledge He sent His Son, and we acknowledge His commandments should be kept, yet we are fighting. Why? Why on earth are we doing that? How can we help one another with fighting and bickering? We agree the commandments are good. We agree the commandments are good. Stop it. There's work to be done, and we can't do that work if we are fighting amongst ourselves. I've had brothers fight against me. I know they're brothers because they love the Father, they love the Son, and they keep the commandments. But I have had brothers come at me telling me verses don't mean what I think they mean, or whatever else, when I am actually agreeing with them on the video. And I'm like, what spirit of division are you allowing over? Take authority over that. Stop it. We don't need to wield cardboard swords or paper swords when we should be wielding the sword, sharper than any two-edged sword, when we should be yielding a sword of fire and the Spirit. Ruach HaKodesh. He leads us in all truth. And we are not being as effective as we can be if we are fighting amongst ourselves and bickering this silliness. Come on, brothers. We know better, and we have got to do better. We've got to stop this. Anyways, I've said what I needed to say. Let's see what happens. Are we going to stop? Are we going to relax? Are we going to work with one another? Are we going to come into agreement? Are we going to take authority over the things we need to take authority over and be more effective in our work? Be more effective in our fruits? Be more long-suffering with one another? Enjoy the rest of your day. As you can see, it's coming to an end. So, thank you for your attention.